Media Center. Alex, a good day today, fastest of the day. I hate to bring up the past, but this hasn't been a place where you've been fastest of the day very often. But
I think that's very untrue, actually. I think we were quickest in qualifying last year, except for the last two.
okay, let's talk about how you feel about this race coming into this weekend.
Good. I mean, as I kind of alluded to, I think we've been strong here pace-wise. The end result has never really been great on Sundays for one issue or another, but I think in general the team's been pretty strong here. So, we came here obviously looking to make this one of our tracks that we've had good results at, hopefully after this weekend. So the team's doing a good job. I think all cars are working in a positive direction, and we'll just have to stay on top of the track as it evolves, which is always pretty key on these weekends with ever-changing track conditions.
Is there a portion of the racetrack you like particularly?
All of it, really. I mean, it's a great track. It's always a privilege to come here, and it's nice to be able to stretch our legs a bit in terms of the lap distance. And the only other track we have that's kind of similar is Coda, which we obviously went to for the first time this year, and it was a great race for us. So, yeah, I mean, I think all the drivers are the same kind of opinion that we love driving here. The fan turnout is always amazing. The autograph session today was fantastic, so it's a real privilege.
Questions? Matt?
The lap where you posted the fastest time, that looked like it was pretty much on the ragged edge. Is that required in qualifying to make a pole run? And what is the qualifying run like compared to once you get into race mode, and how does it change?
Yeah, no, that lap wasn't good for us. I mean, I think we gave up a lot of time in turn 6 and turn 13, so we should be a bit better than what we were. It's always interesting. We come to these tracks where not a lot theoretically has changed, but the car that you have pretty good performance and balance with the previous year doesn't necessarily translate the same the next year. So it's something we all have to stay on top of and continue chasing. And not too happy with the car right now. I mean, I'm pleased that obviously there's pace in it, but it's a handful to drive. So yeah, hopefully we can make that a bit better for tomorrow. And the second part of your question, the race running is pretty substantially different. I mean, the tires, it seems the alternate tires definitely do have a fall off, so we're all trying to understand what that is and what that will look like.
We have a wireless mic now. Wolfgang?
I have two again. Alex, what's the track condition? And is there any key part of the track where you personally have an advantage over your competitors?
I haven't been able to look at that part yet. In terms of the segments, our difference to the competition. I always am pretty comfortable in high-speed corners, so there's a lot of those at this track, so I'm sure we're pretty strong there. But the track's in great shape. Obviously we all saw what they did in the kink with the addition of the safer barrier, which is a super positive thing, and we're all very thankful for the track to go ahead and do that. And yeah, as I told Kurt at the beginning, we all love coming here, and it's an amazing racetrack to get to drive on.
When you're out there and you've got a great lap going, I mean, is this place just a blast to drive?
Yeah, but it's a big lap, so like if things are going well, it's fun. If the car's not quite where you want it, it's a long time out there struggling. So it can go either way. But yeah, I mean, in general, driving an IndyCar around Road America is pretty awesome.
Any other questions for Alex before we let him go, Matt?
A question on your free agency. I know you're trying your best to kind of push that away and focus on this season. Robin had a report on TV talking about how you're just trying to put that at the corner a little bit. So how are you treating the sort of narrative that's swirling around you? How do you compartmentalize that and focus on the racing? Do you enjoy being the center of attention a little bit? Or just how do you manage it?
No, I think you guys know me by that point. But it's not my narrative, it's the media's narrative, so it's pretty easy to just go out and do my job and try and win races each weekend.
Does it become a distraction at all here in the summer?
No. Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. Joined now by Team Penske driver Will Power. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Good, strong run. You've had cars here that obviously have run well, qualified on the front row all 3 years. Last year, probably been waiting to get back after a bad start to that race. I assume you've been anxious or eager to get back here.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, last year it sucks having to watch the race from the outside. Didn't even get to really do a lap, so see if we can make the first lap and then think about the rest. But the car's really good. Really happy with it in a qualifying trim. So just a matter of massaging on it overnight. Get it right in the window. I think we're there.
What do you like about racing here?
It's just a cool old school track. I mean, it's pretty low grip. The car moves around a lot, like through the carousel. You're sliding all the way through there. It's it's just you don't get these sort of tracks anymore. They just track with a lot of character and old school. You make mistakes, you certainly pay for it. It's an enjoyable place.
After the long run down into turn 12, there's a lot of hand movement coming out of 12. Is that a pretty tricky spot?
It's it's the way the exit curves are. If you get over those exit curves, I mean the whole track's like that. But those bumpy exit curves, it really upsets the car. But yeah, you watch the carousel, the same thing. I mean, you're just working the wheel all the way through. Yeah, this whole track, you're on the wheel.
Questions?
You call that last session a pit stop practice or warm-up, even though it's more to cool down. You probably just treat it like another bit of practice, but just your opinion on that session, it seems like kind of weird.
It's actually a great idea rather than morning warm-up because it's around about, it's in similar temperatures to when the race would be. So it's to me better than the Sunday morning warm-up. It's good.
Are you making another one of your famous Friday night golf cart rides around the campground?
I've been taking my little fella, he loves riding on the bike, so I'm taking him around, and I've already been around the campground, but yeah, probably.
But I mean, what's his reaction and seen anything interesting?
Well, he just loves the bike. The faster you go, the more he smiles. So it's just great to see the atmosphere, I guess you could say, where all the people camping down there playing cornhole, and some people have bars set up, and you see a lot of old school IndyCar fans, guys have been going to Indy 500 for 40 years, and been going on this track since the 70s or 80s. Just cool to see. That's just, you would sell more merchandise at this track than a lot of other tracks just because of the sort of fan that turns up here.
Patrick?
Earlier this week, I think it was, or maybe late last week, you saw a quote from one of the Formula One drivers about not being tired after a race, that they were more tired after doing go-karting than they were after driving an F1 car. And Marcus Ericsson replied to that, well, maybe you should come over here. What's your thoughts on that, and especially seeing how physical it looked out there today?
The quote, I mean, you look at those Formula One cars and we compare it to an onboard lap of us around Coda versus Lewis Hamilton's pole lap. I mean, he looks like he can be one-handing it around that triple apex turn 17. He's just got one hand on the wheel while we're just soaring at the wheel trying to hold on. And same with going through those, a lot of S's. I mean, it's too easy, man. They got too big a tires, too much downforce. They've made it too easy, I reckon. To be the pinnacle of motorsport, they need to make a more challenging car to drive. From what I can see, because we've been there, we had body kits with a lot of downforce, and it's just too stuck, too easy. Everything was easy.
But do you have to pace yourself physically for a weekend like this, or can you go all out all the time? I think you need to be fit enough to go all the time. It's got long enough straight. This is not that most physical track. Although you work the wheel, it's kind of low grip, so the G-force isn't there, and the wheel weighs down a bit, it's just you got so much time to recover compared to somewhere like Mid-Ohio or Barber.
Question for Matt.